back. Thank you for doing our show. I always appreciate it. I was looking through some things, doing some background on this interview, and I saw that you were once an aspiring DJ. And
Yeah, actually I was.
Are you proud that do you want to talk about that?
That's some pretty nifty research.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy to. I mean, I was aspiring, but it was short-lived, but memorable, actually, for everyone that was there.
Did you have a DJ name?
Sadly not, but I did have a DJ night called Dreams, and I used to put it on at the cricket club. It all sort of started, basically, I was head boy at school, which meant that I had access to the sort of, to the fund, basically. And so the headmaster goes, well, you can make a yearbook or you can spend it on a party. I was like, I'm spending it on a party, mate.
Yeah.
Straight
Dreams.
Up. Yeah, and then it was a bit of shameless self-promotion where I would DJ at the party.
I remember being just schooled years ago thinking DJ was easy. Just to be like, oh yeah, just playing songs.
On, like, actual proper decks, you know, vinyl, old school, man.
No, I can't do that. No.
Yeah.
But then as I was diving into your DJ career,
yes,
I saw that also...
stellar DJ career.
Yeah.
House and trance.
I should have said that, yeah. I should have said stellar DJ career, yeah. But I also saw that you memorized your lines when you were acting years ago by rapping them.
Yeah, when I was doing Doctor Who, you know, because the lines are so mad, and it's like you're talking about things like perception filters and like all these mad things, and you have to learn it really quickly. And I learned things rhythmically, so I would just rap them. But I was a huge rap fan anyway. I loved Biggie, Nas, Pac, all those guys.
Really? And
yeah.
Is it something you still do for your lines?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm on a job now called The Death of Buddy Monroe, and he's a great orator. He speaks a lot as well, and I have to learn things very quickly, yeah, so I sort of rap them. And then that actually fueled a real love of poetry, which sounds a bit wanky, but it's true. I love it.
Wait, so now poetry.
I love it. I love poetry.
Oh, yeah. I want to learn more and more. Who are we talking about?
Poets?
Yeah.
Well, my favourite poet is a guy called Ted Hughes. But, you know, I just sort of... In COVID, I just spent loads of time learning, you know, poetry. When I am sad and weary, when I think all hope is gone, when I walk along High Holborn, I think of you with nothing on. There's one for you.
I appreciate that, thank you. Yeah, that's sweet.
It's a short one.
I appreciate
not a particularly good one. I do, Jimmy.
Well, let's do some poetry next time you come back.
Mate, it'd be my pleasure.
I want to talk about House of the Dragon.
Yes.
Season 1 was a giant hit, nominated for 8 Emmy Awards. It was the largest audience of original series in the history of HBO. Congratulations. It was a big hit.
Thank you very much.
And I'm ready for season 2.
Thank you.
I need a show. It's been a year and a half. I need a show. This is going to be my new show.
I mean, what have you been doing for a year and a half? Working?
Waiting for this moment. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
The internet, obviously, everyone loves you, but the internet kind of jumped on it and said, Daemon Targaryen is somehow the internet's boyfriend.
I don't know, is that really true?
Yeah.
Like, haven't you just mocked that up?
No,
really?
This is a real thing. Yeah,
really?
This is a real thing. Do you feel that way? Do you feel that?
Do I feel like the internet's boyfriend?
Yes.
Yes, I do, actually.
You do, right?
Yeah, every day I wake up and I think, thank God I'm the internet's boyfriend.
Yeah, you're dating the internet.
Yeah. You know, in my spare time.
But they do love you, and they love to talk about spoilers and all this. Yeah.
Everyone loves a spoiler, right?
But you're good at, you don't give it out.
I don't give it up, man. You know, that's why they pay you, isn't it? To keep it a secret.
Yeah.
I just swerve it. I just dodge it. You know?
Yeah, you don't. But you're good at it.
Yeah, I'm good at it. You know, I mean, they might ask me, you know how it is, Jimmy. Like, you know, kind of people come up to you and go, oh,
maybe
this. Matt Smith, you that guy who plays Daemon Targaryen. I'm like, no.
Oh wait, you don't even. Wow,
I just blatantly lie to their face and say no. They're like, yeah, you are. I'm like,
that's a really interesting way to go.
It's really...
say like, no, I'm not even in that show.
Yeah, and then I give it up. Yeah, literally.
It's brilliant. That's actually
it is brilliant.
It's levels.
And what can people say? They're like, yeah, you are, and I go, nah, I'm not. Yeah, you are. No, I'm not, mate, honestly. And then I give it up because I'm, you know...
My brain's scrambled right now, though. I love it. But I found a photo of you and George R.R. Martin.
Oh, yeah. When?
But this is... Check this out.
Oh, that's old school.
This is 2011. This is before you were even considered...
yeah, it's like looking at a different human being.
No, you look exactly the same.
I wish.
What was he like?
Lovely, affable, very charming. I met him on a boat, actually, as you do. At Comic-Con.
Yeah,
and he was like, oh, you're Doctor Who, and I was like, you're George R.R. Martin. And actually, funnily enough, I then went on to do a panel with one Kit Harington, and it was for Entertainment Weekly, and it was about young, aspiring new actors, and he was in a very small show called Game of Thrones, and I was in Doctor Who.
Yes.
It's funny how the world works, isn't it?
Wow, and we love Kit Harington, too.
Lovely, yeah, lovely guy.
There's a big internet thing, maybe you can settle this, too. People say, Jon Snow, versus Daemon Targaryen. They'll never see each other, but who would win in a fight?
Wow, come on, man, Jimmy. Who would win in a fight between Jon Snow and Dale? Mate, I've got a dragon. I've got a dragon. Listen, I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
And wait, Jon Snow's a bad boy, don't get me wrong. Kit Harington, lovely man, lovely guy, I have a lot of respect, but don't get it twisted. I would those brothers up. I've got a dragon.
You have a dragon,
Yeah.
yeah. What can we say is happening if we want to set up for everyone, if you want to hop in season 2 and what's happening in the House of the Dragon?
Well, there are a lot of rifts within the family, as you'd expect, and I think grief. There's a lot of grief kind of flying around, basically, Jimmy, and I think that makes people act strange, and so people are acting and reacting. You know, in a very Targaryen way. There's a lot of blood, a lot of danger, a lot of madness. Just, you know, a load of maniacs in blonde wigs. Basically.
Yeah, I mean, you are an insane...
Yeah.
Your character's an insane character.
Absolutely, climbing the walls.
Yeah. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Matt Smith in House of the Dragon. Take a look at this.
Was it honor that made you stand by and watch as the Hightowers usurped the throne? You and your traitorous twin?
No, my prince. I'm shamed by it. It's why I abandoned the King's Guard and my brother and came here.
I don't care. Aegon was in your grasp. You should have killed him yourself.
I reckon our names of the King's Guard are just 8 and 10. And we swore the same oath to defend the whole of the royal family. So what were we to do when they turned against one another?
Yes! It's gonna crush. Thank you so much for coming. Matt Smith, everybody!
Thank you for having me.
Season 2 of House of the Dragon premieres June 16th on HBO and Max. We'll be right back with more Tonight Show. Stick around, everybody.